Hello gorgeous guys, so I'm going to be doing a mini tutorial today on how to achieve this eye look. So the palette I'm going to be using today is Tati Beauty Volume 1. This is a beautiful palette, guys. I love Tati. She's a YouTuber that I do watch frequently, and she's just, I think she comes across as a beautiful person, so I will buy her shit. Yeah, so really beautiful. So we're going to achieve this gorgeous smoky eye with some glitter because, you know, we love a little bit of glitter. So my eye is already primed with the MAC 24-hour eye base. Really good primer. It doesn't have color or anything like that. Crease proof, sweat proof, all that kind of stuff. Really great primer, that one. So yeah, you don't need a lot over the lid. Just enough. You don't want it too thick or anything like that. So I'm just going to take Aura, which is the lightest shade in there, and it's the matte shade. I'm just going to run it all over, just a light little base. This one is a Morphe brush JH30. I like it. It's a really big chunky brush. So I'm going to be looking down in a mirror down here. So I hope that's still okay for you guys. Hopefully you can see okay. So I'm going to take the same brush I just used. Then I'm going to go in with the matte version of Soothe. I'm taking that one on that same great big fluffy brush all through that crease. You don't have to be too precise at this stage. One thing I love about the MAC eye primer is it's not sticky. I know some people love a really sticky primer. I don't. I find that shadows grip, and I like them to kind of glide over the primer. I don't want really grippy primer. So other day, if I'm going out and I just want a little bit of color over my lid, I could whack that through and that's it. And we're done. We be done, but we're going a little bit more today. So I'm going to go through and I'm grabbing another fluffy brush. This is a Wayne Goss 03. Love, love, love his brushes. Cannot speak highly enough of his brushes. And I'm going to go into the matte shade Story. And I'm going to take that one, keeping it a little bit closer to the crease. And we're just going to mix it in with that beautiful first tone that we put there. And you can see it's adding that really beautiful, warm kind of browny orange through there. I've got some tissue paper just below me. Just going to dust off the excess product from that brush. Same brush again, so no product on there. Just going to diffuse those edges. So just running through, kind of giving the edges a little tickle there. There we go, and again, fluff them out at the side. Don't be afraid to really kind of pull it out. So we can see already we're starting to build that dimension in there. Same brush again. I'm going to go into a little bit of Soothe and a little bit of Ritual. Staying in the matte shade still. So we're going to focus this more on the outer V. So we're going to kind of pat them in that corner there. So this is where we're starting to add that dimension. So pat it through. It's kind of pat and a swivel, pat and a swivel. And then we're going to kind of push it right in that crease and through. So we're darkening up that crease. Keeping this lower though, so keeping this color lower. Nice, so we're starting to get that dimension now. So I'm going to swap for a smaller Wayne Goss brush. So this is the number 4. A little bit of a smaller head on this one. And I'm just going to go into Ritual, tap off that excess. And now we're just kind of stamping that in that outer V. And then a little bit through that crease. Again, keeping it nice and low in that crease. That's it. Nice, so you can see we've got that dimension down here, looking super cute. And with the first brush we used again, so that great big fluffy one, not adding any product or anything on there, it's going to dust it through. Cute. So you can see we're starting to get there. Now I'm going to come in with a Morphe 506, this little bad boy here. I love this one just for getting in that outer V. So I've tapped into Ritual and the black, which is Memory. And I'm just stamping it right down near the lash line, but still into that outer V. So stamping it. Swapping back to the Wayne Goss number 4. No extra product. And this is where we're just kind of pulling the shadow out to where we wanna. So we're playing with the shadow. So we've stamped, now we're fluffing. I'm gonna be doing a whole video on brushes shortly. So I'll go through and talk about some of my favorite brushes and why I love them. So you can see we're starting to draw her out. Blank Canvas by P. Louise. This is honestly, my lid for it just went flying across the kitchen. That's okay. This is honestly one of my favorite things to cut a crease with. It's really quite thick. And it just kind of gives you that more control, and where you place it is where it stays. So I really like that. Now, brushes to cut a crease with. What you're looking for with a brush to cut a crease is something that comes together. So this is the MAC 248. It's a great brush, and you can see it kind of comes in together there, and that's what you want. So when you've got your product on your hand, you want to start working it in. So you want to kind of fill your brush with the product, and you want your brush to remain nice and flat. So you see how thin that is? That's what you want. Now I am going to have to look into this other mirror to do it, otherwise God knows what would happen. So bear with. Hopefully you'll be able to see still. So I always like to start down at the bottom there. I find it just gives me my guide. When it comes to the end bit, I just like to tap it with my finger. Wipe off that excess product out of that brush, because you don't want it staying in there. Alrighty, so I'm going to take a Morphe JH41. So it's just like a nice dense. I mean, you could use this to cut the crease, but see how she's just not pretty enough at the ends there? Like she's a bit loosey-goosey. We don't want a loosey-goosey. So I'm going to take Aura in the metallic. And just this first section, I'm going to tap her on there. So while the blank canvas is still wet. And grab a little bit of Fix Plus. And I'm going to go in with Soothe in the metallic. This is such a beautiful color. Ooh. Such a gorgeous color. So glitters. Now these are pressed glitters. You don't have to use, you know, a glue or anything with them, but I would use something with them. I do with any glitter because glitter is a pain in the ass. So I'm gonna actually use a clear brow gel. I love to do this when using glitters. It applies really well. It's not as, like sometimes when you apply glue or something, it can be quite crunchy, and I'm not down for that. So I'm taking it on a Makeup Weapons brush, 1.7. I love this brush, such a good brush. And I'm tapping it all over where we just put those metallics. I'm gonna go in with the Soothe glitter. I'm gonna start tapping that on. Trying to be careful not to go over where we've cut. So pretty. Then I'm gonna pick up a little bit of the Aura glitter. I love this shade of glitter. So pretty. So pretty. See, glitter just makes it go pow. Pow to pow pow. A little bit of Ritual down here just for a little bit deeper. Love it. Gorge. We're gonna go in with our little Morphe 506 again. And we're gonna take a little bit of Ritual, the matte Ritual and the matte Memory, and in that outer V. And again, we're just working it. I like to work on an angle here, so kind of bringing it down right to that lash line. You will get a little bit of glitter fallout in this bit. It's okay. We can tidy her all up. I would normally, if I'm doing a look like this, probably do my eyes first and then come back and do my base afterwards. That way you can really clean up if you do have any fallout or anything like that. But, you know, we're a rebel today. We're just a rebel. So you can see how that's kind of added that beautiful bit of depth to that outer V. Nice. Now I'm going to grab another Wayne Goss brush. This is the 08. It's a really nice kind of thin shader. I'm going to take Memory, which is the black shade, and I'm going to stamp it right on the lash line. And I love these kind of brushes because you can literally just stamp it where you want it. So if you're doing a tight line with liner, you can just stamp it and it's on. See that? Just stamped it. It deepens up your lash line. It's so beautiful. Just going to use my MAC 240 just to kind of wipe out any of that craziness we've got going on. Nice. So what I'm going to do now is apply a pair of lashes and I will be back. Hey guys, sorry if the lighting's changed. I had a phone call that I had to take. Sorry about that. But while I was on the phone, I went through, bobbed a lash on, and also took a pencil liner all through my waterline. So I love these ones. This is Fishnet by Smashbox. Great liners, really, really great liners. Really like those. So I took it, so tight lining, you take it all over the top waterline and all over the bottom as well. It feels quite weird the first time you do it, but you get used to it. And honestly, especially with wearing lashes, it just makes it look so much more finished. Alrighty, so we're gonna go through now and smoke out that bottom lash. So we're gonna take that amazing little brush again, the Wayne Goss brush, and I'm gonna grab some Memory in black and Ritual. So the dark brown and the black, and I'm gonna kind of stamp that through right on the bottom. So we're just bringing it down that little bit. And you always want to make sure you're linking up in that outer corner. Then I'm going to take that Morphe brush again, the 506. I'm going to take a little bit of Soothe, a little bit of Ritual, a little bit of Story. Mix them all up. Like, never just think, oh, I can only use one color at a time. That's just boring. And what we're doing, we're linking everything up together. That's it. Nice, so we have smoked her out. We're looking smoky and nice, we're looking pretty even. What I'm going to do now is highlight that inner corner. So I'm going to take a little pencil brush. I love this one, Wayne Goss number 5. Going to take Aura in metallic and right in that little tear duct there. You can see it just adds that pop of light. Little pop of something, something. And then, because I'm a bit of a highlight, ooh, I love it. Going to take Soft and Gentle by MAC just over the top as well. Love a little bit underneath that brow bone. With all my hairy, scary brows under there. And of course, we want to finish off with some Mascara Scatter. Extended Play by MAC is by far my favorite mascara for the bottom lashes. It's a tubing mascara, so it doesn't smudge. I have allergies, so often my eyes will water, which is so annoying, especially living out in the country. As soon as someone starts, you know, making hay or something like that, I am just watering to the gods. But really great. So tubing, so it comes off in tubes, which is amazing. Found my little liquid. I don't even know what brand this is. I think it's a NYX one, maybe. I'm not sure, but I really like it. Really like it. So this one I just took under this section here, just to add a little more drama. See how it just adds that little bit of something, something? Yes. And we're just going to brush a little bit of brow gel through the brow. I love this one. It's Gimme Brow from Benefit. So good. So, so good. Just give it a good little brush up. And we are done ski. So I hope you loved it. I'll bob all the products down below. And yeah, let me know what you guys would like to see next. I would love to hear from you. Y'all have been asking for videos for a long time now. So get interactive with them. Let me know what you want, because you know I will run out of ideas. So yeah, let me know. Let me know if you liked it. All right, guys. Bye.